Hi everyone, this is Ryan Liebert, and today we're going to be doing a read aloud of Fright Club, just in time for Halloween. So we're going to look here at the cover, and we can see 3 creatures, monsters, more than 3, like 6. I can't count. And can you guys tell what any of those are right now? You can definitely see a vampire in the front, but there's a couple more too. And what do we think's going on this cover? What do we think they are? Let's find out. It was the night before Halloween when Vladimir called one last Fright Club meeting to go over Operation Kitty Scare. So here's a dark Halloween, almost Halloween night. And we can see a treehouse in the middle of these woods. So who do we think Vladimir is? Quiet, everyone, quiet. We have a lot to do. We can see him right here. That's Vladimir. He is the vampire. So V, vampire, V, Vladimir. We have a couple other monsters in there as well. And we have 3 traits of a highly successful monster: ghoulish faces, scary moves, and chilling sounds. So we have the word right there, ghoulish. And have you ever heard that word before? So if we think about it, if they want to look ghoulish in their faces and they're monsters, we can probably guess what it means, right? Well, ghoulish is just a big word for scary. Suddenly, there was a knock on the door. Vladimir peered out the peephole. Aw, look, it's an adorable little bunny. The bunny had no time for small talk. May I join Fright Club? So, there he is, looking out the door. Seems to be the leader of these guys, of the Fright Club. And there he is, talking to the little rabbit. And I think we can all agree that rabbits aren't very scary. You in Fright Club? That is such a cute idea. But I'm afraid Fright Club is for monsters only. Now shoo. And the bunny hopped away. So do you think that he should be allowed in Fright Club? Or do you think that it's okay that he's not allowed in because he's not that scary? Vladimir got back to business. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. So who's been practicing their ghoulish faces? Me. And then we can see some of these ghoulish faces. We have the werewolf, blah, blah. The witch going, and we got Frankenstein going, wowza, wowza, wowza. And Vladimir does not look very impressed. Did you guys think those are scary noises, scary faces at all? Because I don't think so. Those faces wouldn't scare a daddy long legs. Why haven't you been practicing? I've been practicing. So we can see right here that the mummy has been practicing. Everyone gathered around Mumford. 1, 2. And what do we think Mumford's gonna do? You can see he's got his hands on his head right there, and everyone looks a little confused. What do you think he's gonna do right now? 3! And then, pop. His eyes came right out of his head. Can you guys make any faces like that are super scary? Because I don't think I can. Boring. Then there was another knock, knock, knock at the door. What do you want? Vlad said. My name is Francis Fox, public attorney. My client states you denied inclusion in your so-called Fright Club. So there's Francis Fox. That's because Fright Club is for monsters only. Why? Because only monsters are frightening? Of course, that is exactly why. Goodbye. So there's that interaction. And I think But we can all agree that anyone should be allowed in Fright Club now, right? Or do we still think only scary monsters are allowed? Would you want to be in Fright Club? Vladimir tried to refocus. Does anyone have any scary moves? And everyone raised their hand. Oh, I do. The monsters definitely have some scary moves, but not in the way Vladimir had hoped. And here they are all dancing. I wouldn't consider those moves scary. I think those are some pretty good moves. Bam, 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 went the door. Someone's back. Who do we think it is? Hiss, moan, boo! We can scare too! So here, we have a bunch of animals, as we can see. We have the fox and the bunny. I can also see a butterfly. And they all want to be in Fright Club. So have you guys ever seen anyone do that before? Anyone ever try really hard to get somewhere that they don't think they're allowed in? Vladimir slammed the door behind him. What are we gonna do? Nothing. If you ignore the cute little critters, they'll eventually go away. But the critters did not go away. So here he is. He seems a little scared, right? Everyone seems pretty scared. Maybe animals can be pretty scary. Do you guys know of any scary animals? Because I think a wolf would probably be scarier than Vladimir. And then we can see they broke in and they're hissing and growling and screaming and scaring all of the monsters. Now, may I join Fright Club? Me too. Me too. Yeah. So see, they look all adorable again. And Vladimir simply says, yes. Turns out, not only monsters make ghoulish faces, scary moves, and chilling sounds, and when it comes to scaring, the more the merrier. So when Halloween arrived, Fright Club was ready. Vladimir was sure that Operation Kitty Scare just wouldn't be good. So here are all the kids trick-or-treating. We can see some fun costumes there. What do you guys think you're gonna be for Halloween this year? Are you gonna be something scary? Or are you gonna be something, cool, funny even? You could even be one of these scary monsters from the Scare Club, or Fright Club. But it would be scary good. So here are all the monsters and all the animals scaring all the kids out of their candy. And that's the book. So I got a couple questions for you guys. At the end, now that we've seen the whole story, do you still think that only monsters should have been allowed in Fright Club? Because I think that anyone should be allowed in, right? Like you said in the book, the more the merrier. Have you guys ever heard that expression before? What that means is the more people, the better it'll be. So if you have a big group of friends, the more the merrier means that you'll have more fun than if you're just with one person. Doesn't mean it's always true, but some people think that way and some people don't. And it seems like Vladimir didn't, right? How do you feel about not being allowed in Fright Club? Because I don't think he'd let you guys in too, right? Would you want to even be in Fright Club? Or would you just want to be in because he says that you can't be in? And do we take anything away from this? Do we think that Vladimir was right? Or that the little woodland creatures were right? Why do you think they wanted to be in Fright Club so bad? Because I think that we should probably include everyone, right? It's like when you're playing outside and someone says, you can't play with us. That doesn't seem fair at all. Same thing. They wanted to essentially play, and Vladimir said no. But luckily they're able to change his mind. Because you guys definitely like to play, and that's just playing for monsters. And I bet you guys would be upset if you weren't allowed to play with people you wanted to. So it's important to make sure we include everyone and let people play with us and hang out with us, even if you don't think they're scary. Or even if you think, oh, they're not going to have any fun, or they're not good for this. We need to be nice to people. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the story. Happy early Halloween.